Up to 90% of the cattle for beef production in America, Australia, Canada are bred from the likes of those
Wonderful.
cattle in their day.
Lovely. The artist here with the signature on both the picture is by Gauchi, who's not particularly known to me, but apparently he was a local artist at the time. Now, in the last 5 years or so, there's been an increasing interest in portraits of animals. Now, here we have some championship cattle, a bull and a cow, Herefordshire breed.
Yes, Nina won the Shropshire and West Midlands show in 1876, 1877 and 78. And she produced calves from the mating with Hartington, who was a royal winner himself.
Now, talking about values, and values of cattle and values of pictures, what kind of value has a bull and a cow of this particular quality got if it was available now today?
A good question, is it varies so much with the competition we've had in recent years from the Continentals. If you've got an extra good one, it could be worth 3,000. Generally, I suppose one could say 1,500 to 2,000 guineas.
But with the value of the pictures, without knowing your specific interest, and if I was just confronted with them cold, I would have probably said they were worth something like 1,500 to 2,000 pounds each. But I understand you're in contact with all the breeders all over the world, and it may be that you're actually the best judge of the value, because you may know the person in America or Canada who may have a particular breed, and if you said, look, Charles, you know, whatever his name is, I've got this, he might pay any price to get them. Do you think that's possible?
That is certainly, but of course we wouldn't part with him under any account.
Well, that's final then, isn't it?
It's interesting that a thing like this is absolutely a replica of the person. And this was made possible by an invention by a man called Benjamin Cheverton, and it was called Cheverton's reducing machine. Had nothing to do with slimming, but it actually worked like a sort of pantograph, and you could trace out the features. In fact, the original machine is in the Science Museum to this day. So you've actually got a very unusual and quite rare piece. I've not personally seen this model before. I've got a tall statue of my own of Palmerston, but I've not seen this particular model. Well, there's an inscription on the base here, which tells us that it was made by Minton. And on the side there is the name of the sculptor, Abbott Fake. Now, did you know what kind of ware this is?
No idea.
No. Well, it's called Parian ware, and that was the name that Minton gave to this particular type of porcelain, which was used particularly for figures. Developed about 1843-45 at either Minton's or Copeland's. There's a bit of an argument about actually who developed it, but it was developed then and became very, very popular indeed, and lasted right the way through till, well, virtually the beginning of the First World War. So it's a really important material which was developed. It's a kind of hard porcelain. It's a very good material for making statues like this. Have you had it long?
About 3 years.
3 years, yeah. Just given to you?
Just given to me by an old lady, yes.
An old lady. It's very nice when old ladies give you things like this.
Well, she didn't like it.
I mean, unfortunately, his head has been in several pieces. He looks as though he's had a rather serious piece of brain surgery.
He was like that when I had him.
Like that when you had him. You not dropped him on his head or anything?
No.
Parian was this when it was made would be 3 or 5 guineas. It was quite expensive then, and now it's a piece like this. Perfect would be between £200 and £300, possibly a little more on a day when two people wanted an unusual and rare figure of Palmerston. Unfortunately, with all that damage, you'd be lucky to get £100 for it, but you might. Yeah, so there we are.
Lovely. Thank you.